Good afternoon, everyone. This is Joey Yap here, and welcome to another episode of Forge in Fire. Now, as you know, in this time of global quarantine and lockdown or circuit breaker, as you call it in Singapore, I'm actually taking a lot of time right now just to do some interviews with people whom I think can truly add value to the business community, to the metaphysics community, people or artists or consultants or experts who were once, just before this lockdown, way before this, global pandemic issue happened, we were doing business as usual. And then as, this whole global situation happened, then people just have to pivot and transit. And then, of course, there are a lot of people who find it pretty difficult or tough, to transit to the new platform or the new norm. And so that's the reason why I, in this series of Forge in Fire, I invite my friends, my fellow entrepreneurs, artists, all to come on board to share their experience and share their ways. How do they actually make this transition into the new norm, and how do they thrive? I think it's best to learn from people from all walks of life, and also to learn what we could do in times of crisis, and more importantly, to prepare for what happens after the lockdown, after the quarantine. Okay, so for those of you who are joining me new, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get notifications every time we go live or when there's new content. And if you're watching this on Facebook, please go ahead and click on the follow button and turn on notifications, because that's how you get informed every time we go live and wherever there's new content. So I hope you guys are enjoying this weekend right now, and also doing something to improve your knowledge, improve your skill set, because what makes the huge difference between those who succeed and those who don't are generally knowledge and know-hows, right? So now, just in case you have questions for my guests at any time, what you need to do is post a comment onto, if you're watching this on Facebook, go ahead and post it here on a Facebook section. I could see the comments coming in. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and post it in the comment section as well. And when the time comes for Q&A, I will, of course, open up the questions for my guests to, answer them personally. Okay, so today I have a very special guest, and I've known him for some time already. I think at least almost 10 years now. We have, in many circumstances worked together. And of course, he is a very important, he holds a very important position in terms of, businesses today, because he talks about this subject called selling. Now, for me, on a personal level, I regard myself as an artist, and way back, I think even before 2008, way before 2008, I do not do, I'm very uncomfortable with selling. And that was just me at the time. Now, today, I'm getting better at it, but not exactly, at a master's level. So I think it's a very important skill to have, because at those days, I keep thinking selling is a bad thing. I think a lot of people think, it's just not comfortable, asking for a sale and so forth. But then I realized that, selling is something to do with influencing. It's about, your art, your work will not be able to go out and impact the world if you don't try to sell the idea in the first place, right? And all businesses, at the core of it, more than ever right now, of course, is that you must be able to sell your services. And if your services, if you have the best product in the world, the best service in the world, and it doesn't reach out to people, you are not going to, make any impact whatsoever. So today I have a very special guest. He is the founder and CEO of Sales Ninja, founded in 2009. Now, this is a very unique name, as Sales Ninja. He calls himself the Grandmaster, and I think he aptly suits this title. A consultant, a trainer, a coach to SMEs, MNCs, and billion-dollar companies across Southeast Asia. Now, of course, this is no small feat for anyone who's teaching sales. This is a very difficult subject for me, at least, right? So I want to be able to invite this guest up here, and then basically, get some ideas on how we can transit from a traditional, traditional setting to online platform. Because if you are not able to sell in this period of time, a lot of businesses will close down, right? So this is an important topic, I think, right? And also, my guest today is the winner of the Most Influential Young Entrepreneurs Award in 2019, and he has coached 300 over businesses since the lockdown has started, and that was just less than 40 days ago. And of course, this is so interesting. He successfully launched a new online business from scratch in just 9 days. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my friend, Hanzo Ng. Hey, Hanzo, how are you? Hi, Hanzo. Hi. Yeah,
Hello.
Hi. Hi. How you doing, man?
I'm doing very well. I just finished coaching this morning.
All right.
There are different kind of businesses in that coaching program. So there is a IT business, there was a retail business, there was a real estate agent in there. So different kind of challenge thrown at me. To me, my passion is really helping people improve sales performance.
Right.
So
I had the problem now is that everyone is, well, sales is very important, right? But most people, I think, when they first start out, they would be uncomfortable with sales, especially introverts. Now, I always tell people that I'm an introvert. I don't socialize a lot. Yeah, they see me on stage now, but my true personality is I actually don't talk that much. So would this be, is it okay for introverts even to learn this? Is it difficult for them to learn to be able to sell?
I think first of all, whether you're introvert, extroverted, selling is a communication game. It's a skill where you must ask good questions. So persuading people doesn't mean you need to be extroverted. Extroverted just means you're more outgoing, you talk a little bit more, but selling is not just about talking, it's also about understanding the customer's problem. So that requires analyzing skills, the ability to match your solutions to the customer's needs. That's a different skill. So all these skill sets can be learned, and all these skill sets is applicable regardless whether you're introvert or extroverted.
Right. So that's good to know, because I think a lot of people, I truly believe now that I, run businesses and, we have to deal with so many people. If they don't sell, they're not going to be able to survive. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
Right. This is
especially in crisis like this. This crisis is a cleansing process. So the guys who used to get free business because they hold very good accounts, they have very good customers that keep buying. Right now, they're being tested because they have to go find new ones, and their prospecting skill is once again being tested. So if you want to survive in crisis, you have to have the fundamental nail right.
I think this is a so important message to a lot of people, because in good times, right, as you rightly said, business comes to you. When times are now challenging, really only the skillful will survive. And so for today's session, I'm going to be asking you, the Grandmaster of Sales Ninja, for some tips to teach to ordinary folks to be able to overcome their inner restrictions or limitations to be able to sell. And then also I want to know how you transited, from traditional, right? All of us, including myself, we need a stage, right? In order to talk to people. Now, like, we don't have a stage. So what should we do? Right? So maybe you can share with us some of your challenges at first, and how do you overcome this?
Thanks for the question, Dato. So I want to share with you guys my story, if you don't mind. So I had hundreds of thousands of training contracts canceled on me. I'm a traditional training company where we do corporations. We need classroom, we need hotels, we need buffet lunch,
And at some point, it's like, oh fuck moment, right? It's like,
it's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So that was March 18th, and I was very down, and I just I don't know what to do. So I just released all my guys to go home, buy groceries, fight to get bread and toilet paper, And that was March 18th. So March 19th, I got, and I have no direction whatsoever. So I went back to sleep. And March 20th, so it was Saturday. Saturday was my turning point in life.
Okay.
So I hope that all of us have this turning point in life where you tell yourself certain things and you actually go and make change. And Saturday, March 21st was that day.
It only took you like 2 days just to get out of this. It took you 2 days. 3 days.
March 18th, 19th, 20th. I was demotivated.
You went back to Pai Kwan for 3 days, and suddenly you come out, you already learned that you like Sanjong or something. What happened?
Suddenly got someone talking to me on Saturday morning. So the guy who talked to me sounds exactly like me because I was talking to myself.
That's good.
So I was thinking to myself, hey,
what did you tell yourself then? What was the message?
I told myself, today you have to change. So my body got up at 7 and I forced myself out of my comfort zone. So I put up my computer, I start my plans, and I ask myself this question: how am I going to make sales and income during MCO without meeting anybody? And I had hundreds of thousands cancel on me. So I create my plan. And Monday, I call my guys, hey, let's start working. And they all turn up for work, unshaved, never make up, wearing some.
But they can't get to work, right? So now you have another challenge is to actually get them to see you online. Now, for me, it was the thing is, but we simulated a so-called lockdown a couple of weeks before the lockdown. Simulation is not like real life, because in simulation we play in it, right? So what happens is when we actually started to do working online, there was a transition period where people are not so comfortable. Did you have the same issue?
I think yes. The answer is yes. I went through comfort zone. I went through denial. I went through resistance. I went through everything that a normal human being would go through. What I did differently on Monday when we start working is I gave a very clear direction to the team and say, this is where we're gonna go. We are gonna fight through this because we are fighters. We are sales ninjas. We will never die. Okay. And then the whole business to change from traditional corporate business into a B2C business and purely online right now.
Right.
And I'm very happy to say that 9 days we launched a business model, and also March 30th we closed our first sales, and 1 month later, from March 18 to April 18, I have generated enough sales and cash, because now we collect money first, no terms, to pay all my staff salaries. So that is a thing.
Excellent. So you had the challenge was the traditional transition. Of course, that was it's not an easy feat, right? No, and getting your staff to work online, that was also not easy at all. Okay, that was at least my problem to make sure, because I had 50% of them who are used to doing events, right? You know how you have to be on site and stuff, and now suddenly there's no venue, there's no banquet halls and nothing, right? So that was a tough point for us. So now when you transited, what changed? What did you change in terms of the business, and how did you do it?
Many things. Number one, the first thing I did, I put in structure. So 8:30, 9:30 meetings. We discuss on the action plan. Everybody need to commit to numbers, what they're supposed to do for the day. And before lunch, we check in again at 12. Everybody report, what have you done? Any challenges? And go for lunch. After that, 2 o'clock, we check in again. And we'll set the plans for afternoon.
Right.
And that's just 30 minutes. And then end of the day, 6:30 to 7:30, another meeting to plan the day. So that is the whole week's structure of running the teams and communication in between all the challenges.
And you get the sales now to be delivered online, right? So instead of delivering in person, and that must be new for a lot of people as well, including your customers. How did you get them to agree to doing things online? So I can tell you one of my biggest challenges was because I do a lot of talks, as you know, and in order to get them to say, hey, I'm not going to come to your place, but let's just do it through Zoom. There are a lot of, I don't know, I thought I was old, right? But then there seem to be people are older, and they cannot understand that it is all right to actually talk to the camera and be okay with it, and of course pay the same fees, right? So how did you overcome this?
I think what we did is the whole week, I got 8 salespeople in my company, so all of them have to call 100 people a day.
Oh,
and
cool. Yeah,
that means 800 calls, 300 calls a day. And we found that about 40% actually replies.
Oh, okay.
And the other 60% just don't pick up the phone, don't reply your message. They just went disappearing.
Just started MCO, don't know what's happening, right?
Yeah, they don't know happening. They just chill, or they like, wait for boss to give. So we call 4,000 people for the week, you see. So because we call 4,000 people, we get tons of challenges. Then we figure out, that's what the market wants.
Okay.
And that I used to do 2 days programs. It's a very standard program product. But right now, 2 days program cannot sell. So what I do is, for me especially, so I cut it down into an hour, 2 hour sessions. So people
immediate application straight away lah. Like simple application, someone can learn within 1 to 2 hours that they can use right now instead of learning the whole thing for 2 days lah.
Correct.
Right.
So what we do is it actually changed the product because the product is not needed in the market. Nobody can sit around for 2 days in my industry. So we chop it into 2 hours max. That is the max. 1 hour is pretty standard, and we do it every single day, and sometimes 2 rounds per day as well. So people can actually focus.
Right.
So new
solutions for energy. You are determined to actually do this, because I find that one of the challenges is people actually don't dare to change. What would you say to people?
I think people will go through 4 stages of change. First is denial. This virus nothing one lah. You know, so my business will be back to usual lah. I won't extend, you know, and then extend. Then they start to, oh my God. So from denial they move to resistance. Resistance is people say things like, I know it's important, but not my job.
Right.
You know, that's his job. I'm not a salesperson. I'm a technical person. I don't want to do sales, because right now every company says, hey, everybody have to do sales, man. So everybody have to be sales. Your sales department is not just 8 people, but 20 people right now. If you are 20 people, whole company.
I totally agree with that, man. I agree. My whole team, I had a talk, you know, just exactly what you said. We basically, our terminology is a bit different. I move everyone to profit center, right? Because times like this, if you just do the back end shit, right, you will be luggage. That's all it is. And when the plane is going down, we eject the luggage first, you know. So,
correct.
So everyone gotta,
don't be the snake on the plane, you know.
Yeah, snake on the plane, we eject you first, man. So, but I'm very fortunate. I have a very blessed team, and they are able to transit. The denial stage was very short, right? Maybe 1-2 days, and then resistance 1-2 days. Then they move on to the doing stage already.
It's good. First stage is called compliance. Okay, lor. You want me to work weekend? I work, lor. You want me to work at night? I work, lor. So they comply. But at least this group, they just do it. Right. And then they will move to the last stage, which is called commitment. No problem. I will get it for you. I will get it done. So it's a stage everybody has to go through.
Right, I agree. Right? This is cool. I like that information, and I think everyone, especially the leaders who are listening right now, who owns their own business, you got to listen to what Hanzo is saying, because the leaders have to be the ones starting first. And I think from here you can see, you know, Hanzo himself. He took 2 days to transit to all 4 levels, and anyone who's still stuck right now, right? This is like for Malaysia, it's the 6th week. And 2 more weeks coming. There will be 8 weeks already. A lot of businesses will die if the leaders of those businesses don't step up right now. And so it's great, you know, to get through that 4 stages quickly and move to commitment. Now, Hanzo, once you are into commitment, how do you actually sell online to people who are not familiar with buying a seminar online, right? Because now you say you give a 2-hour run, the other guy will say, I'm not sure whether I can stand in front of a screen, listen to you for 2 hours. How do you convince them?
So we do previews. That's the quick answer. We do previews. We do Facebook Lives. We do invite people to our Zoom for them to experience a shorter version. So one experience is like, okay, this guy has good ideas, because we do a lot of problem solving, and because we give very good ideas, insights, and inspirations to people. They say, you know what, I'm going to sign up. So I think the product has to really be great, and people will see the value. They will come on. Then from there, it will be built by referral. It's like, hey, you got to attend this program, and very good value, and you're going to get tons of ideas from no direction. Now I know exactly what to do. So the product or service or solution has to produce the results. If not, if your product is just a me too thing, then you are a want, not a need. You got to make your product a need, so people is going to buy it no matter what, whether it's a program, or whether it's a IT software, or whether it's a equipment that people buy for factories. It's a totally new world right now. They don't just buy because, hey, I want to expand my business. No business is going to expand right now. They're going to survive. You're going to just maintain. You're going to cut capex. So you got to turn your selling strategies into a need, not a one.
Right. I totally agree with this. This is something that I'm glad you brought this up, because I think so many people don't understand that right now right now in bad economic times, people basically don't buy vitamins. They buy the Panadol. They buy the painkillers.
Yep.
So
Yep.
if your product doesn't solve the pain, people will just delay it. So the pivot here, I think Hanzo is talking about, is the ability to convert a vitamin into a Panadol or an aspirin. So are there any things we could actually do in your case is the previous in a normal business, right? How would they be able to pass or write this message up to them? Is there a specific way we can tell this? How can someone, achieve this, be able to convert their message from a want to a need?
I always have this question, Hanzo, all these things is good for B2C. I'm B2B, I'm project sales, I'm construction, I'm oil and gas. I can't do any of this.
Right.
Okay, I'm so sorry that I have to challenge you with it. It's not true, because your mindset is limited. Your behavior is going to act exactly the same. So the mindset must open first. I got 3 models for you. Mindset open, model change, method must change. Mindset open first. So mindset is like, okay, I think we can do this. Now there's LinkedIn. Is people think online things, it's Facebook, you see. Online can be e-commerce. Online can be Alibaba. Online can be Google AdWords. It's just online. It's not Facebook, which is a B2C game. Yes, if you're a B2B, then you need to fight on the AdWords game. You need to fight on SEO. You need to fight on thought leadership. You need to fight with white papers. That is a B2B game. B2C is a different game when you do promo-based marketing. It's like, hey, free this, free that, and you will actually attract people to build the viewers and the followers. So it's a totally different game. So regardless whether you're oil and gas automation product, you sell analyzers or gas detectors, right? You still can go online, and you have to go online. If I go Google, if I type process automation, and if your things don't appear on page 1, you basically don't exist, you see. So these are simple things that people need to realize, that online means all the strategies available, not Facebook only lah.
I think you're right. And a lot of people just think it's Facebook only, or maybe just their favorite platform, whichever they're on right now. So being able to, there's so many more different opportunities out there. Is the first step towards being able to pivot and change, and that's really amazing. Now the thing with a lot of people right now they do face is that onboarding, right, to the online platform. It's a new platform, and obviously they onboard somebody. So now let's say I come to terms. I come to terms with using a different platform, but then also the client also must come to terms with it. Is there a way to make them come to terms faster, for example?
I think start with something simple. Like, hey, come to Zoom. Is what the hell is Zoom? Just do a WhatsApp video first. So if the client accepts your WhatsApp video, then you can transit them to the next level. Because if you don't even want to do WhatsApp video, they won't click the Zoom, enter the ID, the password. He think this is like, it will blow up. So they won't do it. Just say, I WhatsApp video you first. If they say, no. That means this guy is a pure laggard. You got to really treat them differently, you see. So one step at a time. One step at a time.
I never thought of this. That's a great idea, doing WhatsApp video, right? Yeah, WhatsApp video, WhatsApp can talk to like 4 or 5 people, right?
4%.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
That's a problem.
That's true. Right. So good. Now, what you have obviously successfully transited to this new platform right now, and you're helping a lot of people, a lot of companies are doing the same, right? So what, in your opinion, what are the biggest challenges that that these people have right now? You say you discovered there are a lot of problems out there, but could you name the top few? What are the common problems?
The biggest problem is cash flow. Company running out of cash. There's many surveys.
So they must sell more so they need sales.
Yep. And they've been cutting costs, they've been cutting staff, cutting working hours, borrowing loans. They do all they can to conserve cash. I got clients sell their personal assets to pump back into the business. It's just a very big disaster that we are facing right now. So number one is always, you must have the cash. Get an investor, do whatever you can to make sure that you have cash in the company. Clear your stocks, all the old inventory, just throw, because you got to clear all your stocks. Don't keep the stocks, especially the old one. Sell cost, sell below cost, do whatever you can. Part one.
Yeah.
So once you have done your cost cutting measures, most people will start to change from cutting into changing. That's where they start to change. Hey, the way we do business doesn't work, man. let's change our model. Let's change our channel. Let's add on some online strategies. They will start to transit into the change process. So after they change, they'll get some result. And that's where, okay, let's challenge ourselves to ensure that we get new clients, or we can conquer the market, or we take over competitors. So most people will go through these three phases. So the biggest challenge is because they cannot change, because they have no cash. So I do marketing, this is cash. Hire some competent people to help you out in digital, money. So most people go into the fear mode. I don't have money, I cannot survive for the next 3 months, man. So they are always in the cost-cutting measure. So these are some challenges that people go through.
They cannot be in the cost-cutting for too long if there's defense, there's offense in running a company. So when they're panicked, of course, they go on a defense mode. But at some point, they still need to do offense, right? They still need to move forward and sell. So the sooner they can transit to that, to selling, I think the sooner they can start winning, right? Because you can't just keep cutting forever, right? At some point, for the fat, I can understand. You cut a bit of a muscle, also okay, but then and you cut into the bone, then no problem. So
I agree. So eventually you still need to change, you see, but people don't like the change, so they cut, then nothing to cut already. Then how? Then you have to change. And some salespeople and some businesses are so reliant on only their existing customers, they don't go and find new ones. But if you don't find new ones, you cannot get new sales because the current customers are deteriorating. Some only rely on the industry. Let's say you're B2B. Oh, I only sell to this industry, but that industry is
gone
not
already.
open now.
Some gone.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Already, They're gonna switch industries. So even though, like, I got a client in a online travel agency. Just imagine this tourism, where nobody can fly, no hotels can open and operate, and nobody want to stay in the hotel. How can you sell tour packages and cruise? So you're gonna change the strategy into a totally different business model. Instead of selling services, sell products. And this product can get some revenue. It's not a lot, but still at least.
All right. So very good, very good. So we have some questions coming from the group here. This is from Elsa Ho. How to create these promotions, content for promotion? This is a good question. It's not easy. Yeah.
I don't know, because this is Facebook Live, so I can't do a proper consultation. I just pre-qualified as a consultant. Normally we do consultation, only give you solution. But because it's a Facebook Live, I just give you a very general answer. How to create these promotions? Now, promotion to attract people. I want you to think of how to do an extreme marketing strategy. That means your promotion is not like 10% discount, 20% discount, or even 50% discount. This is not extreme.
Yeah.
Extreme is something like, you know what? You buy 10, I give you 10, those kind of things. But terms and conditions apply. So you can do very crazy marketing, because right now crisis needs creativity. And I have given this idea to so many of my clients right now during MCO time, like they are spa business.
Yeah.
They are slimming center with facial treatments. How do you sell these kind of things? I got a company that sells supplements, retail. How do you sell supplements? So you have to do very crazy promotions. And I gave one to this client of mine this morning. So I'm going to share with you here today for our Dato Joyap's fans. They are in the F&B business. They have restaurants, they have cafes, they also have hotels. So they asked me this Ramadan thing, how?
Yeah.
So this is paid advice, okay? So they paid me to come to my coaching, but I share with you on a general basis. So the answer is very simple. I said, what is your Ramadan strategy? So he shared with me all the packages and discount. I said, okay, I'm going to give you a crazy idea. You buy 5 days straight for me. Next week, 5 days free for you.
Oh, that's good.
But terms and conditions apply. The terms and conditions I won't share with you today because it's a paid advice. But let's say you do something like that. Buy 5 days straight from me. I give you next 5 days for free. Now, what are you going to do if you see this? Hui, I'm going to tell my friend, man. Right?
Yeah.
Because crazy marketing, right?
Yeah.
So you create a halo effect. And
you
people
creative.
5 days free Ramadan meal. Come, let's go buy. Because you see in restaurants, you
want to change straight away.
you buy from a restaurant one day. Tomorrow you don't eat in the same place again. You go to another place, This strategy will lock down the customer for 5 days at least.
Right, amazing.
And you create a viral effect. So for Elsa, a short answer, think of something crazy nobody do, and that is your promotion.
Excellent advice. I think that is so good at being able to do something that is outrageously different, that attracts their attention. And I think in some ways it's actually much more value for the customer anyway. They get the value, and you get to do your business, which is cool. And this is from Thomas Kwan. I think this business is affected a lot. Home renovation. Yeah, okay. Renovation. Right.
I had some coaching client as well in wall fixture and flooring. Some kitchen appliances, kitchen cabinet also have in my coaching, because 324 different clients right now. So happen home renovation has gone through. Now a quick answer is, you can't deliver the service right now. You just have to do book now, pay later kind of strategy.
Yeah.
And that's the only way for you to collect cash. Now you may be thinking, but people won't pay everything. Correct. There's a lot of other things that you got to do, like crazy promos, like build relationship, like demo your product, like do some, like for any guys who are doing product based, don't sell feature benefit, sell demonstration. Demonstration is how your product can be so different from everybody else. I just give you one example. US is very famous for that crazy blender, right? Put iPhone blend, put everything also blend one. That's called crazy demonstration. Every person will talk about your blender. They don't talk about my blade can spin how many cycles. Who the hell cares, right? The thing can blend iPhone. Baga, I'm going to forward this to my friend. So
excellent.
Demonstrations. Find find a creative way to show that your product is different. The Singapore that Alian, forgot her name already.
Yeah.
The way she sells her shit, right? It's so creative. Can hang here, hang there. It's so hilarious. She became famous and sold a lot of shirt. But it's a shirt.
Yeah,
it is true. A million other vendors, exactly the same product, but the marketing is so powerful. Kaboom, can masuk TV, sell shirt only,
Excellent. Yeah. Very
so
good.
Advice, you guys do a really innovative demonstration. Me Too product also can be different one. The way you position it.
That's great. Okay. All right, good. Wait, that's very good advice. And here, for NGOs, this one challenging. What would you say to them? And you do a lot of training for them anyway, right?
Well, you can hashtag save SMEs. That's what I'm doing now. That's my new movement. Just to share openly with everybody, I'm going to launch a movement just approved today. I'm going to hashtag save SMEs because that's my mission. So I think you have to have a mission that people can connect with. Because if your NGO is something that people cannot connect, it's a want, not a need.
Yeah.
But Save SME is something that people want to do, right? For example, I took my car from the workshop this morning. On the way back, I went to hawker store to buy breakfast. And already on the hawker store, it says store for rent. Die already. The guy don't want to do the business anymore, hawker store. So Save SME. So people, when they start to see all these hawker store, they start to think of my Save SME hashtag. And I want it to be a movement that we are going to save SMEs. Because SME die, economy basically collapse. And then it's my NGO for me. So you can position your NGO to have connect with the audience. What are they thinking right now? And then you will have a good chance of getting promotion and viral effect. Okay, so a quick answer for you, Kepo.
That's really, really good. Now, so for those of you who want to get some information, and you have done a download, right? An ebook, and I'm just going to put it on the page right now. You can see the comment section. Tell us about this download. What do they get to see?
So what I do is I actually compile different ways of thinking about selling. So there are old ways and new ways. So old way is everything that worked before COVID-19. And then because as a sales consultant, I have to give advice to people that what should you do during and after MCO. So I say, okay. So I put together a very simple ebook, 12 pages, big picture and a quote. So nothing much to read. Don't worry, guys. I know we all don't like to read now. So I know what the customer wants. So I just put a picture and a quote on it. So you can download that ebook. And in there also, if you're interested in my coaching, you can also click the box, and then my team will contact you to share with you what we do behind the scene. So these are very powerful ideas. I just share one of those things for you. So for example, strategy number one, salespeople like to wait for marketing to give them leads.
Yeah.
This is before COVID-19. This thing has to go away. Right now, everybody need to generate your own leads. Even developer last time are very strict. Developer says, no. You guys don't do marketing. We marketing do marketing. Because I scared you don't know say what to the customer, destroy my brand. But right now, everybody do marketing.
Yeah, everybody must do now.
Everybody must do. So that's why salespeople cannot wait for marketing to give them leads, cannot wait for company to give them leads. Everybody need to get leads. So this is the first point we have in the ebook. So there are 24 different ideas that I compiled, which you can actually use to think, how can I adapt to the new way of selling? Because it's a new world right now, it's not the same world. Please don't have denial mindset. Things will go back to normal one. It won't.
All right. That's good, man. Thank you so much for that, Hanzo. Now, so guys, do follow up and go to Hanzo's download and grab the book. And if you have questions, of course, Hanzo and team would be more than happy to follow up with you guys. So I just want to extend a big appreciation and thank you to Hanzo for taking the time today to share with us, what it takes to actually, pivot to selling online and in this new norm. So on behalf of everyone in this community, thank you, Hanzo, for your time. And I hope all the best for you, and we'll catch up after the MCO.
Thanks, Dato, for having me on the show. It's been a pleasure sharing with your audience some sales strategies, mindset, and techniques. So wishing everybody stay strong, stay motivated, and stay alive.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you so much. That was Hanzo Ng. And guys, once again, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and click on the subscribe button on YouTube and click on the bell icon for notifications. For more videos, I'll be interviewing Sally Ye tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 p.m. You don't want to miss that. That is the Sally Ye, and that's Hong Kong superstar. And you can ask her a lot of questions here live at 3:30 p.m. Sunday, April 26th. Okay, and if you're watching this on Facebook, go ahead and click on the follow button and click on notification. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.